When you don't make a decision, you are making a decision. And I want to make sure you do it consciously. So let's say, for example, you're deciding whether you should go back to school. Maybe it's a life coach school. You're deciding whether you should go to school or not. You say to yourself, I'm going to wait to make that decision. I'm not going to make that decision right now because I don't know what I should do. That will drain your energy. But if you decide, I'm not going to sign up for that now, that's a decision that I made. It's a no for me right now. There's so much power in that, in saying, no, I'm not going to do it. Or in saying, yes, I'm going to do it. And liking your reason. I want you to understand the difference in energy between, I don't know if I'm going to sign up to go back to school, and no, I'm not going to sign up right now. That's a conscious no. And I don't know is an unconscious no that will drain your energy, okay? Every time you make a decision, you release energy, you build power. And when you have your own back, when you make that decision, you know that you're going to have your own back no matter what. Decisions will always propel you forward. You will either be learning by your decisions, and you may be winning with those decisions, or you may be failing, right? But you're going to learn more than if you just hang back in indecision, okay? Just think about the last week. And I want you to think about 3 decisions you've made that created a result in your life. It could be calling a friend, taking care of your children, what you post on social media, what you don't post on social media, what you eat or drink, things that you've said, work that you've done or decided not to do, classes you've attended or decided not to attend. Okay, we're going to do a model for each of those 3 decisions. So think about one decision you've made. Now, it doesn't have to be a big decision. There's a lot of you who are trying to lose weight with 8 pounds down this time. You might want to pick something that you decided to eat and do a model on that decision. Now, here's how I want you to do the models. I often ask you to make a decision and that just make sure you like your reason. Okay, so the reason for the decision, right? The thought, the reason is what's going to drive the action. So I want you to put that reason in the T line. So for example, last night I had a salad. Okay, I pulled out all the veggies from my fridge. I pulled out all the lettuce. I pulled out the dressing. I made a decision. My reason was I want to have something healthy. I want to take care of myself right now. I'm going to eat something healthy. Now, I would have rather had chips. I would have rather had fries. Okay. That I made the decision. My self-care is really important right now. And I felt committed to that. And I created and ate the salad. And the result was I took really good care of myself. Now, for some of you, you may have not had salad. Maybe you had something else, right? Put whatever the reason was there. Now, one of the things that's beautiful about evaluating decisions when you do it like this, when you look back over the past week, is you can see how many unconscious decisions you make and how much indecision you have in your life. And so when you look back at some of the results that you've created, every single result is based on a decision, a reason in your mind. So for me, that was a good decision. I'm able to evaluate it. I like the reason. It was conscious. It's important to understand your decision-making power and how some of your automatic decisions become unconscious, and they may serve you and they may not. Maybe for you, it's what time you went to bed or how much time you spent watching TV or reading the news or scrolling through social media. Was that a conscious decision that you made? What was that model? So that was a good decision that I made that served me. Now, maybe for some of you, you picked a good decision that served you for the first one or not. Now try and do an alternative, maybe a decision that didn't serve you, that didn't work out well for you. For me, in the morning, I always do like a really thorough evaluation of my calendar. And I look at what's happening and what I have coming up, and I'm really conscious about it. And I'm always honoring my calendar and deciding to honor my calendar. And one morning that I woke up, it was Monday morning that I woke up, I decided not to take that time. I made a decision to like not sit down. I had too much going on. I had too many emotions happening. I had too much self-coaching to do. So I didn't like take the time to really evaluate my calendar for the day and like pay attention to what was going on. And because I didn't do that, because I made a decision not to do that, and my feeling was kind of apathetic about it, I missed a meeting. Like literally just did not show up to a meeting. And if you know me, that's like the weirdest thing. Like my assistant's like, are you okay? Like what is going on? And those little decisions for me, what I realized is like just that one lack of consciousness, that one lack of being aware when you look at that model led to me like completely abdicating responsibility for my day, letting other people down, throwing my entire schedule off. That one piece of unconsciousness, and it was a decision that I made, but I wasn't even aware that I was making it. Those are the ones that we got to pay the most attention to. Those are the ones where we grab the food, we decide to look away from our lives, right? Look away from being conscious in our lives, that we end up creating results in our lives that we don't want. Another decision, I have some news that I need to share with my sister, and I wasn't in indecision about telling her. Okay. So I felt like, oh no, I already made this decision. I want to talk to my sister about something. I want to tell her something that's on my heart. I wasn't an indecision about that, but my indecision was on when I was going to do it. So I had made the decision. I felt very powerful about talking to her, but then I didn't follow through with when I was going to do it. So there was this unconscious indecision that was like hanging over my head. And I didn't even realize that it was like pulling at my energy and my attention and even like my consciousness until I really sat down and went like, what is going on here? What is this feeling that is draining my energy? What is the thinking that is draining my energy? And it was, I don't know when. I don't know when I'm going to do this. I don't know when I'm going to have time to do this. Right? And then the feeling was anxious. It was creating all this anxiety. It was draining my energy. My action was really inaction, which of course perpetuated the idea of it not getting done and me not knowing when to get it done. If you think about this, like even just me shining the light on these examples right now, I am a person who loves to make quick decisions. I love to take massive action. When I see that there's a problem, I want to fix it. I want to solve it. I want to make a decision. I want to move forward in my life, all of those things. And yet just in this past week, and that's only a small collection of the decisions, right? Just in this past week, I see where my lack of consciousness on my decision-making in two of those examples has not been serving me. And in one of those examples where it is serving me, where I'm making really conscious choices like about what I'm going to eat, etc. Just this exercise of evaluating your own decision making and the models that drive your decisions will enlighten your own consciousness about your relationship with yourself and your relationship with the world. When I ask you if you like your reason for doing something, one of the ways that you can evaluate whether you like your reason is by how it makes you feel. So I was talking to a friend today and she told me she was going to do something. She's like, oh, I'm going to give this person this thing. And I said, why? And she said, because I feel bad. She feels bad for this person. And I said, is that a reason that you like? Do you like that reason for giving this? Do you want to give from a place of feeling bad or guilt or worry? And it doesn't mean that you don't give it. You just want to make sure, are you making that decision consciously? And is that a reason you like? Maybe you still do the same action. You just change your reason. And maybe sometimes you don't like your reason, so you don't do that decision.
So you're wondering, should I join Scholars? Hi there, it's Brooke Castillo. We teach you about your mental health. We teach you about your thoughts and thinking and cognition.
The truth is in our brain.
We teach you about your emotions and how much they affect what you do in your life. If you feel like you're just riding the line of normalcy or mediocrity and you want more, Scholars is the solution for that. For those of you who want to join me, simply click on the button to enroll, fill out the form. I will give you full access to the website within minutes. I'm thrilled that you are interested in becoming a scholar, and I can't wait to see you in class.